Hello everyone, this is Balu. Welcome to my channel SealCafe. In this video, I am going to discuss about types of stiffeners. In the previous video, I already discussed about why we have to provide the stiffener in the plate girder. And also, I already discussed about the introduction, shear strength, behavior, and also shear buckling design methods of the plate girder. If you have not yet watched those videos also, please watch those videos so that you can get the concept regarding the behavior of the plate girder, and also each and every video is interlinked. So please watch from the beginning of the series of these videos so that you can get the perfect understanding regarding the behavior of the plate girder. So let's get into the video. Okay, stiffener. First of all, we are providing the stiffener to stiffen the web against the out of plane deformations. Next, coming to the types of stiffeners, the first one is bearing stiffener. Generally, this bearing stiffener is provided at the heavy concentrated loads location, that may be at the supports or maybe at the locations where the concentrated load is acting. At those locations, this bearing stiffener is provided. Whenever the load which is acting concentrically on the plate girder, at that location the web may be not sufficient to resist the load coming onto the plate girder. At those locations, we have to provide the stiffener. And also that web has to withstand the bearing which is coming onto the web. The area of contact between the web and also the flange should be enough to withstand the bearing action which is coming due to the concentrated load action. So, at that locations, if the web is not enough to withstand that bearing, this bearing stiffener is provided at those locations. So, the area of contact due to the web and also the stiffener which will increase the bearing contact and also which will improve the bearing resistance which is due to the concentrated load. So, this is regarding the bearing stiffener. And also here you can see this is also the bearing stiffeners which is provided at the support locations due to the heavy concentrated load actions. And also these bearing stiffeners are generally provided to arrest the crushing and also the buckling of the web at heavy concentrated loads. Next, coming to the load carrying stiffener. So these load carrying stiffeners are also provided at the concentrated loads locations. So whenever the web is not enough to resist the load coming onto the plate girder, so here at heavier support reaction will develop on this plate girder. At those locations, web cross section may not be enough to withstand that concentrated loads. So a part of the load has to be transferred to the stiffener. So at those locations, we are going to provide the stiffener which is nothing but the load carrying stiffener. So whenever we are going to calculate the capacity of the stiffener at those locations, we have to deduct the capacity of the web, and for that remaining load we have to check the capacity of the stiffener against the shear which is coming due to the support reaction. I already discussed that is the shear force which is coming onto the plate girder has to be taken by the web, and also the bending moment is taken by the flanges. So the web has to be checked for the shear, and if it is unable to resist that shear, then we have to provide the extra stiffeners at those particular locations. Next, coming to the other important point. Here, for example, you are providing a load carrying stiffener, and this load carrying stiffener is also satisfying the conditions of the bearing stiffener. Then this stiffener is going to serve the purpose of both bearing stiffener and also the load carrying stiffener. So based on the function, we are categorizing the stiffener, and also single stiffener may serve the purpose of multiple stiffener functions also. So in this way, stiffeners can be helpful in the both ways also. So this is also one of the important thing you have to remember. That is why, because so at the support location, the web has to take the bearing action and also the total reaction it has to resist. So at that location, the stiffeners which we are going to provide, it has to serve the purpose of bearing and also the extra load, that is which the web can't resist, also has to be taken by the stiffener. So at those locations, this stiffener may serve the purpose of load carrying stiffener and also the bearing stiffener. Next, coming to the intermediate transfer stiffener. Regarding this, I already discussed a lot in my previous videos also. Please watch those videos. So here, nothing but whenever the load acts on the plate girder, if we provide these intermediate transfer stiffeners, this panel is going to act as a unit, and there is a development of the tension field action in the plate girder so that it influences or improves the shear strength of the plate girder. This is the main purpose regarding this intermediate transverse stiffener. Coming to the torsional stiffener. Generally, these torsional stiffeners are provided at the support locations because the possibility of torsional development is higher at the support locations, and it is provided to restrain the girders against torsional effects. Next, coming to the diagonal stiffener. This diagonal stiffener is generally strengthens the local capacity of the web under shear and bending. Here you can see this is the diagonal stiffener which is provided. Next, coming to the longitudinal stiffener. I already discussed regarding this longitudinal stiffener. Generally, whenever the bending is going to take place in the plate girder, at that time longitudinal compression and also longitudinal tension is going to develop in the plate girder. At those situations, this longitudinal stiffener which is helpful to resist the longitudinal compression which is coming onto the plate girder. Anyway, transverse stiffeners also effective in case of longitudinal compression, but longitudinal stiffeners are generally provided to resist the longitudinal compression in the plate girder. This is regarding the different types of stiffeners in the plate girder. If you like my content, please like the video and also share with your friends who are working in the civil engineering industry or pursuing the degree in the civil engineering. And also, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and also share with your friends. Thank you.